which is battery minerals.
Yeah.
Like, the world needs what we have desperately to meet their electric vehicle goals. But we're not producing enough currently to meet that demand. So to meet that goal. So in my opinion, the next mayor, even if they do nothing and they do a terrible job, will seem like they do an amazing job because of these, trends. So in my opinion, the next mayor should be very entrepreneurial and innovative in that they, the infrastructure needs to be there. It's almost like build it and they will come. Well, they're already coming.
Yeah.
They're already coming. The nickel is in demand. The minerals are in demand. So build it, expecting them to come.
And I think there's a few things to kind of look at here. One is that it's the story that I shared the other day about Pizza Hut. They had the best marketing program.
Yeah, too much almost.
Ever, right? And it's like the world has this marketing program. We want to go green. We want to go green now. Yep. And for whatever, if the some of the science points at there's some we're in a crisis situation and there's no other way but to go for the moon, shoot for the moon kind of thing with this. What this article is saying is that shoot for the moon or not, we may not have the resources in order to achieve that goal.
Exactly.
Just like Pizza Hut, when they say we want the best marketing program ever, they didn't have the infrastructure to deliver, no pun intended, on the marketing because all the stores complained the marketing was too good.
They didn't focus enough on the back end.
On what they could. They promised too much, and then they couldn't deliver on that.
I think that's happening 100% right now.
And so the world is like, yeah, we all want to go green. We're all going to be batteries. And they don't realize, okay, what it's going to take to get there. But, okay, having said that, regardless, whether we can get there or not, and whether we have enough nickel or not. And Sudbury's got a lot of nickel.
It is. And
it's going to be good for Sudbury regardless. So if they're going for this goal, they're going to be mining it here, and there's going to be a lot of jobs and a lot of businesses created,
Keep your eyes open. Yeah. Keep your eyes open. Go into this with open eyes. If we do not fulfill the demand for EVs, and we've already set the goal of 2035, zero
wasn't it 2030 in Canada where they don't want any more gas vehicles anymore?
It's going to be phased out in the 2030s. So it's going to happen. Government will bring down the hammer. The question is, in my opinion, federal government has no qualms about 100% of those EVs coming from another country, coming from China, Japan.
Wherever they can get it.
Wherever they can get it. They've already made the goal. So, in my opinion, you got to be smart and plan this ahead. Be in the position to fulfill that demand.
Have we really explored the moon enough yet to see if maybe there's some there that we can get?
I think the moon has a lot of critical minerals.
That's what I mean.
But it's way more work.
But we can easily get it from there, can't we?
Well, I mean, we've
already been there back in the 60s.
Sudbury looks like the surface of the moon, but it's easier to mine here than it is the moon.
For sure, yeah. I think get the moon nickel. And it's a good business for us. How about we put that?
It's not bad.
Maybe we can get some funding.
We'll get a lease on the moon, a lease option.
Yeah. Who owns the moon, anyways? That's what I want to know.
It's international.
Really? So who do we get a lease from if we want to lease the moon?
Nobody owns it, I guess. First one there. It's a very colonial mindset, though.
Oh, but we have the second.
What about the indigenous moon people?
Hey,
we should ask them what they think.
There could be. We don't know. We don't know the dark side as well as we think we might. But anyways, at least we got a little piece of the moon here in Sudbury when we drive on our roads. So we got the craters. I heard a lot of people referring to Sudbury as Crater Sudbury instead of
Greater Sudbury.
Greater Sudbury on a lot of our comments. I thought that was really, fitting for the city.
If you are developing EVs, if you're doing research on anything to do with EVs, why are you doing that anywhere else?
Than
here.
Than here, for sure.
This is my question.
And that's what Paula Five was talking about, right? He wants to kind of exploit that a little more. I think he feels there's more exploitation that could be taking place with putting Sudbury on the map of saying, hey, you're mining related. This is where you got to go from.
I don't know. To me, I could be, maybe I'll end up voting for LeVine. I don't know. We'll have to see his platform. But
like Billy saw him at the coffee shop the other day. Was it yesterday, Billy?
That was just by chance, or?
Did you chat with him?
I see him around the coffee shop all the time. Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah, no, you know what? I met him one time, and that's exactly the feeling I got. He was just a very personable guy.
I think we need someone that's thinking ahead.
Yeah,
that's it.
Forward thinking.
Someone that's not looking at their feet. Someone that's looking at the horizon, and they're kind of making shifts. Too often we pick politicians based on today's needs.
Yeah, I'm going to make a prediction here.
You got to think of the future.
I don't like from what you just said. I don't think bigger. Now I know we've already moved into our other story and we're kind of going back, but
it's fine.
I don't think bigger is going to stand a chance against Paul
No,
LeVine
he's
because
going to destroy.
He's the one who looks at his feet, like you were just saying. He's more of introverted for what he comes across publicly. He's more introverted. He doesn't really, engage with.
Think about the last 8 years.
Yeah, I know. How much have we heard from or seen him? Or if we think of his brand, right? What is Brian Bigger's brand? Like usually 8 years of being local politics.
The biggest thing about him is his name.
His name.
I would think.
And why wouldn't you have exploited that somehow? He's got the biggest this, the biggest that. I don't know. So it could be almost Trumpian, right? He's got the greatest everything.
Hate him or love him, Trump was a very successful politician.
Well, again, there's the whole idea of business and marketing and all these things. But anyways, I just think Paul LeVine has a huge chance of doing this, and I think that's why he's doing it, because he realizes the opportunity that's there.
For sure. And, I don't know, you just got to think ahead. You have to think of the future. If you get stuck in today's details, you'll never be able to.
It's kind of like you have to be 10 years ahead all the time, right? You got to be thinking
10 years
or more even.
10 years is good.
Yeah,
it's
maybe
good.
25.
50 years is
50
great.
years even.
Yeah, 50 years is great.
What's Sudbury's 50-year plan, do you think?
I don't know. There's a lot you could be doing now.
And who has this plan, if there is one? 50-year plan.
I don't know. Who's thinking 50 years ahead? Almost nobody.
That's what I mean. But you would think that's what you would do as a city.
For me,
way,
if
right?
you're building a road,
yeah,
you're building a $70 million center.
Yeah,
you got to think 50 years ahead minimum.
Yeah, you would think that's the kind
houses. The house I live in is 100 years old.
I know.
They were thinking 100 years ahead.
Correct. When you build bridges and things.
When you build a road, are you only thinking 2-3 years ahead?
In
you got to be
Sudbury,
thinking 50 years ahead.
Sudbury, they're thinking 2 or 3 years ahead.
My opinion. Yeah. And that's why we have $100 million deficit of,
I know.
of upkeep of
How
all
many
our
times do
infrastructure.
we pave the same road, 3 years later, it's already full of potholes and they got to redo it again. So is that what Paul LeVine was talking about with infrastructure then? Did he even mention roads in that breakdown? No.
I think that's one of his main pillars, right?
Well,
it's better roads, better infrastructure.
You say roads. I mean, if you mean it and you got a plan of making the roads, that's definitely going to be a top priority for most people here.
No, I think Sudbury's we have a huge resource to exploit.
Yeah.
For all those that have the vision to do it.
Hey, AJ here. Did you like that video? Please like and subscribe for more. Just like it every weekday.
Share it with your friends so they can stay up to date with all Sudbury news.